This is Angela from EWAN Support. In this video, we will look at using two-factor authentication with a Talk2M Free Plus account. Two-factor authentication provides an additional layer of security by confirming a user's identity using two different components. Typically, one that the user knows, like a password or bank PIN, and one that the user has, such as a bank card or specific hardware device. For two-factor authentication on a Talk2M Free Plus account, the component you know is your Talk2M account credentials, and the component you have is your mobile phone. When two-factor authentication is enabled for a user on a Talk2M Free Plus account, then after the user enters his Talk2M login credentials into eCatcher or M2Web, Talk2M will send an SMS message with a one-time code to the mobile number stored for this user. The user will then need to enter that code to access the account. To enable two-factor authentication for a user, from the User section in eCatcher, select the appropriate user and click on Properties. Then select Enable Two-Factor Authentication. You have the option to enter the mobile number for the user, or let the user enter their mobile number on their next login. When entering the mobile number, be sure to enter the country code at the beginning. Every user with two-factor authentication enabled must have at least one mobile number associated with their login. Users with administrator rights must also have a backup mobile number entered. If they lose access to their primary device or do not receive the text message, they can request that the code be sent to their backup number instead. For users without administrator rights, the backup number is optional. If the Talk2M account's security policy is set to the standard security policy, users also have the option to use their PC as the second authentication factor. After a user logs in using the SMS to their mobile phone, they will be able to select Remember this PC. Once that box is checked, then any future logins from this PC by this user will not require a code from Talk2M, unless the administrator revokes that right. To revoke that right, from the user's property page, select Revoke All Authorizations. The Remember this PC option is not available if your account uses the enforced security policy.